point, most unions will tell you, let's go back. We agree on everything, but let's go back to our NEC, their National Executive Council, and get a mandate to suspend or call off the strike. But in this instance, we are fully confident that they were going to suspend the strike because we agreed on everything they stated. Arrears of salary, yes, that was on Thursday. We worked out, we agreed on modus operandi to get it done. How could we do it while on holiday, while the nation was on holidays? They should have given us up to the time we agreed, and everything had a timeline.
Now, I do know that the last strike, I mean, last time you were here talking about ASU, you talked about how they did not follow due process.
Yeah.
In this instance, the doctors have followed due process, haven't they?
Yeah.
Now, they have said they're going to embark on a strike. Now, oftentimes what happens is that they believe that what government tries to do is avert an industrial action, pacify them enough to avert an industrial action, and then when they have called up the industrial action, the government will renege on some of its promises, or, you know, implement it piecemeal, or implement it in a manner that makes it difficult for the doctors to go on another strike action.
That is totally based on what they perceive or what they think. And their profession is an essential services profession. It's not something, they cannot take this kind of action based upon what they think or feel or perceive the government may do or may not do. We signed terms of settlement. Their profession is essential. It's among the essential services listed in our Act.
Agreed. I mean,
yeah.
That's the reason why a lot of people will be concerned about doctors going on strike. Nobody wants them to go on strike. But they would also say they issued a 21-day ultimatum, and it wasn't until towards the end of that 21-day ultimatum that they were called to the table.
No, it's not true. They issued a 21-day ultimatum, and a meeting was held with them before the one of 31st.
When?
A meeting was held with them before the one of 31st. The first meeting was held on the 14th of August.
What came out of that meeting?
They agreed on we have here 10 points. They agreed on 10 points on how to go about resolving their issues. Nonetheless, when we now received another letter of the 27th of August, we called them again on 31st. And held this extensive meeting chaired by the Honorable, with the Honorable Minister as the conciliator, the Honorable Minister of Labour and Employment as the conciliator. And we heard it was quite a long meeting, very strenuous. And we dealt with all the 6-point issues they brought, seriously, one by one. And we reached conclusions on them, and these were the terms of conclusions we reached on them. We had admitted almost everything they asked for, considering the fact that they are in essential services, and any strike by medical doctors is morally unacceptable and ethically not allowable, based on their Hippocratic oath and other biomedical principles.
They say that a Hippocratic oath has a clause saying that provided everything they need to work is provided for them.
Well, that is a medical, that's what they are seeing it from that angle. We as laymen, we are seeing it in terms of, that's laymen in their, vis-a-vis their own profession. We are seeing it in terms of they need to provide this particular health services to people in need. Maybe one doctor absent in a hospital, we don't know how many deaths that will lead to. That's how we are seeing it. The exemption clause in the Hippocratic oath is not what we are talking about. We are talking about the main substance of that oath. So we agreed to everything they brought about, not minding even that the Section 18 of our Trade Dispute Act, that is the Labour Act, one of the Labour Acts, provides that once we start conciliating, there shall be no strike and there shall be no lockout. Not minding all that, we are still engaging them. So we have scheduled a meeting for Thursday. That is tomorrow. No, sorry, Wednesday. Tomorrow. By 12 noon.
Are the doctors going to come? Do you think they will come?
I can't predict tomorrow.
So far, so good.
We've issued them letters. So tomorrow we'll be there. All the stakeholders will be there to hold the meeting with them not minding the provision of Section 18 of the Act, not minding the fact that there are essential services and ought not to go on strike.
Do you see then, because so far so good, every of the meeting that you have called, the doctors have shown up. That means that they're willing to negotiate. And some would also say that it shows that they have faith that the government can solve the issues that they're bringing forward. But perhaps they also want to send a message to government that this will not be business as usual.
You know, when you talk of doctors, there are two arms to them, the NMA and NARD, the resident doctors. And we consider the resident doctors as a segment of the NMA. And NMA, whenever we fight NARD, or NARD has issues with their terms of employment, we normally will invite NMA to the meeting. And considering the fact that NMA, I haven't spoken with, I still have to find out their own angle on this.